Good evening, Warren.
Good evening, Lisa.
And good evening, Andrew, who's behind the camera.
Hello.
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 We have just watched the pilot of Cagney and Lacey. Now, this is in Spanish, because this is a Spanish release.
Because we're multilingual here.
We are multilingual.
Yeah.
Well, we're learning stuff anyway.
We're doing well, aren't we?
Yes.
It's got the Android on the front.
Yeah, and just so that you can see, that's the back cover, and in the pilot, it's Loretta, Swit, and Tyne, Daly.
And Loretta Swit, best known for Hot Lips.
Hot Lips Houlihan in MASH.
In MASH, yeah.
Yes, yes, and she plays Cagney, and obviously Tyne Daly plays Lacey. And then when it comes to the series, which we haven't watched any of yet,
Nope.
She couldn't get out of her contract for MASH, so they get Meg Foster in instead. But the pilot is very interesting. It's about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
A little less than that, because obviously originally it would have had adverts in it. So that might have been an hour and 45 minutes on the television. And they've just been promoted to detective, haven't they?
Yeah, from being beat cops.
For being sort of, on the beat. And what's the first thing they send them to do?
Dress up as hookers.
Yes.
And we're not talking rugby players. That's what we don't.
No, we're talking prostitutes. And they're there to try and catch men who are trying to pick them up.
Naughty men.
Naughty men, yes.
What was it they have to say to them?
They have to say, be more explicit.
Be more explicit.
Yes. Or be explicit. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Peanut butter.
anyway, but they end up getting involved with some of the prostitutes who are being beaten up by their pimps and threatened.
There's one particularly nasty pimp who drives a car that blends in with the scenery.
Yeah, really well. Yeah, it's like black and white.
And he dresses like John Pertwee on Speed, doesn't he?
Or Shaft, I guess.
Shaft, yeah. Shaft, yeah.
Yeah.
But we did think his costume would be brilliant for Colin Baker,
Yes,
didn't
it's
we?
sort of very purple. Yes.
And Crushed Violet.
Yes.
Violet?
Velvet.
Velvet, yes.
So, and it's also involving, also in the precinct, one of the other, it's the lieutenant, and I can say lieutenant because it is American, he's investigating a murder of two Jewish diamond dealers.
Played by Al Waxman.
The lieutenant is, and Cagney wants to get involved in this because she wants to get involved in more important cases.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want her to. He pushes her away.
They think they've been shoved on it because they're two women. They don't want them in the office. They put them in the corridor, and so they're going to dress them up as hookers, and that's all they can go and
that's
deal
all
with.
they can do.
Yeah. Leave up the grown-up policing to the men. Type attitude.
Yeah. So obviously, what happens is that she starts to investigate the murder.
Yeah.
And speaking to various different people, and she finds out who the murderer is. And
the whole environment in which we work in here is around the Jewish community, isn't it?
Yes. So, and particularly the very religious Jewish.
It's Orthodox Jews.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hasidic
so the top
Jews.
Hats and
the big beards and things.
And the curls, yeah.
Yes. And they find out who the murderer is, and it's an ex-Nazi.
It's an ex-Nazi,
which
was really odd because they broke the rules of the writing
by introducing somebody towards the end of it who's
last 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's not popped up really at all before.
No name's been mentioned. He's not even been thought about.
No.
But the interesting is the characterisation of Cagney and Lacey. Tyne Daly, our character just is exactly the same as you ever imagined her
as she
to
will be in the series to come.
And she's very much like the character she plays in the Dirty Harry movie. Yeah. Which unfortunately gets killed. She gets machine gunned, didn't she?
Yes. Yeah, you can't really get out of that, can you?
No. All the water will come out the holes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to talk about is the way it's shot, which it seems to have like 3 different directors.
Yeah, all of them having different ideas of how it be shot.
Because it varies from scene to scene sometimes, and shot to shot.
Yeah, almost shot to shot. Yeah, it's really weirdly shot. It's almost as if they said, right, here's 4 or 5 directors that need to cut their teeth on a pilot. It's a pilot, nobody's going to notice, nobody's going to care. They just want the content. And it just goes off in so many directions.
It does. And we should mention the music as well.
Light entertainment music, I would say.
It is quite light entertainment music. And there's a scene where
Dudley would be furious.
Yes, he would not like it. No. There's a scene where Cagney goes to the Hasidic Jew sector, the part of the town, and she speaks to lots of different people, and they accompany this by music that wouldn't look out of place in Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof. What was it we were expecting? People in Russian hats and dancing
and top off,
whirling dervishes.
Yeah,
it was very much like that.
So, which seems a little bit of an extreme way to say, look, here she is talking to Jewish people.
Yeah.
You could probably just do that by looking at the pictures.
Yeah, actually, yeah, stills would be good. Cut various stills would be quite good.
Unless it's for the people in the sort of parts of the country who are maybe not so familiar with the different kinds
with the Jewish culture.
Yes,
Okay.
different groups. So
Yeah, I
maybe
can see
looking
that,
at people in the sort of more remote parts of America.
Yeah, so what sort of areas do you think the production visits? So we start off with the interesting incidental music, but sometimes it goes off in an area of light comedy, which Cagney and Lacey is known for.
Yes.
Off the hand sort of comments and quips, but sometimes it does go into farce.
Yes,
in some
or
areas.
it's a bit too soapy, or a bit too. It's the thing where it's going. This bit's emotional. You need to feel emotional at this bit. So the music's going to do that thing that it does to make you feel emotional.
Yeah.
Which you should be able to do with the acting and the writing.
Yeah, and it makes it a bit clumsy in places, doesn't it?
It does.
I think handling the scene with the children can be a bit clumsy as well.
Yes.
There was the child that whose mother was arrested.
Yes.
That was shot a bit clumsy. She's taken away by one of the girls.
Yeah.
But the twee music and him dragging the
His bear.
toy dog, by the ear.
Dog, yeah.
But as it builds up,
you find yourself getting involved with it.
and Loretta Swit,
she's very good.
Fantastic in it.
Unfortunately, she was when she did the pilot, but she was still tied into a contract for MASH, and they wouldn't release her. So she was unfortunately she's unable to be in the series. Meg Foster only does one series, and then
Android eyes.
and then they replaced her with Sharon Gless, who is probably best known as Chris Cagney.
Okay.
And if you've seen Cagney and Lacey, it's more than likely you've seen an episode with Sharon Gless as Cagney. But we just thought
with the saxophone music,
with the saxophone music and the
music.
flasher.
Oh, sorry, and the flasher. And the music isn't like that in the beginning at all, is it?
It's sort of it's a song, and it feels. You said it feels like an episode of Cheers.
Yeah.
You know, like a comedy.
It's twee.
It's twee.
There's no sort of this is going to be an action thumping cop show.
No. But it's interesting, and obviously at some point we will watch an episode with Meg Foster in to compare it.
I think they both Tyne Daly and Loretta Swift act against type.
Yes.
And they're doing it easily. I was dubious with Loretta at the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought she was falling into the
she couldn't be the same kind of character.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden she sort of completely changes.
Yeah.
I love the little pieces of darkness, especially the ending. We won't blow the ending.
No.
But that's wonderfully shot, I thought.
Yes. Yeah, and it's
in the dry cleaners.
And it's very strange the way it varies from. Sometimes it's a bit of clunky direction, and then the next bit when it's really well done and really smooth.
Have to though mention. The speeding police car.
Yes, that wasn't really speeding at all.
No, I think it might have got into second gear.
Yes. And there was the bits where they must have filmed it in different times of the day, because one moment it was really dark.
Yep.
Then it was sort of like pre-dawn. Then it was dark again, and you're like, okay, make your mind up what you're going to do.
American time zones, you don't know. It could be anywhere.
Not in one city though.
Yeah, it's true. Anything is possible. It could have been snowing on one shot, couldn't it?
It could, yeah. I mean, I can understand that.
Oh, the crowd scenes.
Oh yeah. There's a scene where she's when they're doing their John duty, they call it, to get the for the prostitutes. Lacey's car's been stolen, and she sees it and goes running off, and suddenly there's a whole huge crowd.
We never find out what happens about her car.
No, I don't think she gets it back.
Okay.
No, because her husband drives it, doesn't he, in his car?
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. So obviously she probably doesn't.
Oh, Harv.
Harv.
Different
Harvey.
Different Harvey.
Different Harvey.
What's going on there?
Yeah. He's got different hair.
Yeah.
Got moustache though.
And different Miss Becky. Miss Class.
Is
totally
Becky.
Is Becky.
Yes.
Sorry. Miss Becky?
Miss
Sorry.
Becky.
But he's totally miscast.
He's a little bit miscast because it's still the same kind of character, but he's not quite.
He's a
smooth
balding,
enough.
slightly stout,
yes,
middle-aged detective, isn't he? In this, yes. That was subtle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fat bloke losing his hair.
So, but
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I urge you to give it a go if you want to. say this is a Spanish release DVD because it's not available in this country.
Olay.
Yeah.
But this is a first for Around the Archive. Is the first review of an American.
First American show. We normally only do British shows, but we're
so
willing to branch out.
And I'm so glad I did watch that. Actually.
Yeah. It was interesting, and it's an interesting story, and give it a go. You'll enjoy it.